What's up, everybody? Welcome to Boot Room Banter BRB. Euros are a week away, folks. It's going to be awesome. It's happening in Germany, although only 43% of German population are actually excited about Euros, which is insane in my opinion. You would assume everyone's going to watch soccer. What are the other sports Germany play? Nobody knows. They don't play cricket out there. Arjus, do you know anything about Germany?
Well, I'm Canadian, so they got a pretty good hockey player. So I know they play a little. I know they play a little hockey. They actually have a pretty well respected hockey league. So I know that much.
Okay. Okay. So
They got some
hockey is
tennis players. They got
Yep,
some
tennis.
tennis players. Yeah.
Martin Keimer, German golfer.
Zverev.
Golfer, but yeah, he's
It's
in.
very obvious.
Yeah, but they have like a lot of badminton, table tennis. So,
Yep.
but I
Yeah,
don't know what
the Bundesliga,
Beer.
the Bundesliga basketball league, the Bundesliga basketball league. Yep,
Mills. I didn't know there was a basketball league till you mentioned
There
it.
is a
We
basketball
just
league.
skipped out on basketball. Wait, hold up, guys. Like, yeah, like they had a, wow, like they had a great showing at the World Cup last year.
They did.
But I didn't know they had a league. Oh, that's surprising. Well, let's jump onto soccer, guys. I mean, Euros are here. Probably in my opinion, like the second largest or second most fun soccer tournament after the World Cup. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. Let's jump on to let's start with some betting, and then we'll kind of go on like what we like, what we don't like. Sam, Mister Better Vegas guy, bring it on. What are we looking for Euro 2024?
All right, so I have some predictions on
Hmm.
the teams that I think are going to make a showing in this Euro competition. And starting off, just the favorite England. Like it's kind of just like they have to win at some point now. Like they can't keep losing.
It's coming home. It's coming.
Oh my God, I don't think so.
coming
Do you
home.
guys think okay?
I'm not English. I know I'm
Yeah.
Canadian. You guys think I'm English because I'm
Yeah, but
Canadian,
you
but
I thought isn't the Canada still under the Queen's rule? So you guys
we're in
still
the
England?
Commonwealth. The Queen's
Yeah,
on the money. The Queen
yeah.
is
There you
on the
go. Queen's on the money, and I don't know. Did you guys watch the Netflix documentary on Euro 2021 when Italy and England played in Wembley? You should check it out. It's super cool. Like they were talking about how England was all excited. There was pretty much like riots all over this around the stadium. So okay, sorry,
We
Sam. Go
still
ahead.
stand thunder. I think it's coming home though.
I
We'll
think
see.
so too.
Okay.
And then the other team I think can make noise is Portugal. And there's some value on them at plus 800 on DraftKings. They have Bruno Fernandes. Well, he's dominant for Portugal right now. He's scoring and assisting in almost every friendly game. I think another player to watch on that team is Vitinha, who has been huge for PSG when Mbappe like went missing occasionally, especially in that game versus Barcelona. He scored a few goals outside the box in the last few rounds of the UCL. But from there, some other teams, I think if you're looking for value, you could look into Austria, who has a insane midfield to win their group. Same with Turkey with Kalinalu, Yildiz, Juventus striker, who's looking to break out maybe at this tournament if he gets enough playing time. And obviously they have Arda Güler, who when he's played for Madrid and gotten minutes, he's produced and goals and assists. They should be on the rise, team to watch.
What are the other
Turkey.
favorites, Sam?
Other favorite teams to win are
Yeah. What are
France.
the odds?
France is
Ale,
plus
Ale, that's Blues.
350. Germany plus 550, and England plus 300. So those are
That's
the main
it?
teams. Netherlands, I think they're up plus 1,000. Belgium around there too.
Okay, I'm Netherlands at plus 1600. For some reason, I like Netherlands. I feel like their team is pretty. I don't know. I just have a feeling of Netherlands.
I don't think
Although-
they have a goal scorer, like somebody who can play as like a good number 9 up top for them. I mean, Simons has been really good this season, and he could do something from the wing, super creative.
But they
And
have
and they
Depay.
could get and they could potentially get Frankie De Jong back. He's working his way back from that
Yeah.
ankle sprain too. So
I don't
he could
know.
be fit.
I just have a feeling about Netherlands. Arjus, what about you?
I told you. I think England wins it all. Right?
Oh my God, you guys
I
are
know,
just
I know,
homers
but-
out here.
Yeah, no, it's not a homer. I mean, it's not that their squad's perfect. Like the unique thing about these competitions is that there's the national pride factor and that they're kind of like all-star games. The reason I say kind of is like every great team has a deficiency, and usually the team that doesn't have one is the one that wins. Like when it was Spain's big reign, when it was France's kind of, you know, moment, and it's still, I still think it's France's moment a little bit. England looks like that team to me. Yeah, I don't know. I think they were really close. I don't really understand how that Italian team won the Euros in retrospect. Like I watched it, none of the results really surprised me in the moment. But when I look back, I'm like, wait, they were the best team in Europe. So I do think that like this generation for England, as much as it was not as good as that 02 generation, which lost to that great Brazilian generation in the World Cup, as much as they're not that good, in my opinion, I think they're the best in Europe right now because everyone's got a bit of a deficiency. Like Spain is not Spain, in my opinion. I even think the Dutch are not like what the Dutch are. Even the Germans, to me, don't seem as great. So I do think it breaks in their way. With one small thing, I think they have to avoid the French. French have to get upset somewhere else, like Switzerland last year, somewhere. Because I think, like we saw it in the World Cup, right? I do think that France would get by them because I don't think they have an answer at all when defending against the French. But I think against everyone else, they'd be fine.
I mean, England has an easy group. What they play Serbia, Denmark, and Slovenia. They're gonna get out of that group. I think group stages they
But
should
it's all
be
the
fine.
draw after, right? Like sometimes we just see one side of the draw is a gauntlet and the other side is so poor, right? That's why Croatia, again, no disrespect to Croatia, but that's why they were in the 2018 final. That's actually kind of how Portugal made the 2016 final, right?
Yeah.
They played Wales in the semis, right?
Yeah,
like that
that's
side
insane,
was wide open, and we saw
Yeah.
Italy, Spain in the round of 16 at that Euros.
Mhm.
So sometimes, even though you win your group, you can get kind of screwed, and you could be one of those like high third place finishers and end up on a good position. So I honestly like the thing that sucks about the expanded Euros is the group play matters, but it also almost
doesn't matter.
It's
You have
all
to
about where you end up on the draw. Very
Yeah.
few teams are eliminated. There's third place teams through. And so if like a couple teams choke and end up in the 3 spot, you could win your group and then you're playing like, would it surprise you if Portugal finished third? Like, let's say they lost to Turkey and then had like 2 draws, like somehow Georgia just like stood on their heads. Actually, with 2 points, they probably don't advance. But let's just say, I don't know, somehow like there's going to be a good team who finishes third. There's already a group of death, right? I think it's Group B.
Yeah, it's Spain, Croatia,
Italy,
Italy, and Albania. Yeah.
Yeah. So Group B. So you have an unreal third place team. So I don't know where that third place team is going to line up because you can't bracket it. But all of a sudden, it's like boom, England, Spain.
Yeah.
Right. And then you lose for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, like, yes. Again, Spain's my team. Although, like, I don't think they're gonna win, but it's still Spain. So, yeah, Milts. What are your thoughts? France gonna win again? You're gonna be a
You guys are overthinking this, and Dr. Hargis, it's still France's moment. It is still Les Blues' tournament to lose. It's Les Blues' tournament to lose. I mean, France has arguably the best midfield in this entire thing. Yes, that we could potentially get Aurelien Tchouameni back from that left foot stress fracture. You got Camavinga, one of the best defensive midfielders in there. Griezmann, who's arguably one of the most creative 10s in this entire season and in entire tournament. And our back line is stacked. We got Upamecano and Saliba in the middle. We got Theo Hernandez out left. We got Koundé out right. We've said we're stacked. And of course, hello, the most unstoppable force on the continent, Mbappe. It's France's to lose. Now I am worried a bit about now he mentioned Austria. Now, even though they're going to be missing David Alaba because he's recovering from that left
the surgery. 70 years old.
Yeah,
he's been playing forever.
Alaba?
Yeah. David Alaba.
Alaba's not that old. I mean, Ronaldo will be the oldest player in the tournament, right?
Yes, at 30, 36, 39, 36.
I think Ronaldo will be the oldest. Honestly, we don't really know. Albania might have Hungary might bring the guy with the sweatpants back in net. Like, you know, he's probably 43 now. You know, you remember him?
Yeah, he'll be walking with a cane. He could be defending balls with a cane, dude. Come on, ain't nobody bringing him back.
Yeah,
Modric is the oldest person playing this tournament.
Oh, Modric is older than Ronaldo.
Is he 40? Is he 40? Right, Modric is 40, right?
No.
Oh, they
Rodgers
both
Gordon.
are 39. Both are
Both
39.
39.
Both
Both
39.
39.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, Ronaldo and Modric. Yeah. Okay. Is Belgium dead? That's it? Their golden
they're
era is
Yeah,
done?
the,
They've
the, the
become.
generation is done.
Oh
Generation is done.
my.
I don't know.
And
You
you
don't
know how
know?
much I love
What?
Lukaku.
Nah,
Really, what
You know
should
how
okay.
that
much I love
person have done?
Lukaku,
Like,
but
they're making
I,
it out of their
I
group,
think
but
I
they're not
think
gonna
they
excel.
I think they have one of the most like midfielders with the most potential out there. Arthur Vermeeren, who's going to Atleti from Antwerp. He's like the same as Frankie De Jong, and like I think I don't know. Like if they can have a goal scorer, maybe Trossard. I don't know. Today against I think they played a friendly Montenegro.
yeah, Montenegro. He
Not
slotted out. He stepped. I mean, Openda wanted to take that penalty, but Trossard waved him off. He went up there calmly, slotted it into the right corner, and they won 2-0. Yep,
What's
now
their
I saw
back
it.
line goal? Like, are they still trotting out Alderweireld, Toby Alderweireld, or like?
Yeah, I
Am I
think he's
missing?
playing.
I don't
Hmm?
think I don't know if
No,
he's
he's not. He's
playing.
not.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's
I
playing.
No,
actually
he's
just
not.
don't know. Like, that's the last Jan Vertonghen, and
Yeah, yeah,
that's
he's
the
playing.
last Belgian back
Yeah.
line I'm familiar with. I don't know who's gonna be back there.
Jan's playing. But dude, Belgium has a super. I mean, not a super easy group, but like relatively easy. Slovakia, Romania, Ukraine. I mean, they're gonna make out.
Honestly, I can't emphasize enough.
They're going to
Group
win
Watch,
that
doesn't
group.
matter.
watch
Doesn't
Ukraine.
matter. Does not
Watch
matter.
Ukraine. That
Ukraine
Ukrainian
is
midfield.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Ukraine's good.
Ukrainian
You know what?
midfield.
They're fighting for their nation. You might have
Oh
heard
my
30%
god!
of Germany. You're gonna
Watch
have like
watch
80% of
Ukraine.
Ukraine watching. 80% of Ukraine watching.
Well, everyone's in
100%.
Germany now, right?
Yeah, there's a lot here in Canada too. Yeah.
Vertonghen.
Matches are decent timing, you know.
Vertonghen is in the roster. 30.
Yeah, Vertonghen's there. I
Vertonghen.
Dude,
They have Witzel.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're old,
Nunez.
man. They're
They don't
They
have
are
great
old.
defense. No.
That
Yeah,
last World Cup was a year and a half ago. They were old then, and I still think they're too old.
They are. I mean,
Is Courtois
They had
not
their
playing
chance.
either?
Sorry,
Courtois has injuries, right?
no,
He came
Courtois
back.
good.
I
Courtois,
don't-
He's back. He's
Is
back.
he playing in the Euro?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
I saw you.
Oh, Millsy, any? I know Italy and Scotland are the two teams with pretty much injury problems. Are there any other things, any other teams which have injury concerns that might?
I mean, like I said, a couple of them actually. I already mentioned David Alaba, but also your Spain. They're mentioning Gavi. Gavi tore his ACL. He's still he's going to miss the tournament. And Italy, they are just looking for anyone to play in the defense because speaking about Atalanta in the last game, Giorgio Scalvini, he tore his ACL. So he's out for it. They already were missing Francisco Acerbi. He had a hernia. I don't know if it's a sports hernia or something like that. Scotland is missing Lyndon Dykes. It's a muscular injury. Germany is missing Serge Gnabry. He ruptured his hamstring, but they could be getting Timo Werner back because he's working his way back from that thigh muscular strain. It's really interesting. It's really interesting too. And you mentioned Turkey too. What's his name? Soccer Uni. He's out. He's out. He won't play for them. And and even Portugal. And Bruno Fernandes's running mate Otavio is out with an undisclosed injury for Portugal.
He's out of the tournament, eh? Oh, I didn't know that.
Out for the tournament, or? Oh.
Yeah, Otavio is out for the tournament. Otavio is out for the
I think
tournament
the
for Portugal.
Portuguese midfield's fine without him.
Yeah, I mean, they're Portugal's. Yeah, they're interesting.
Yeah.
They're an interesting team because
True.
they've got a really good team, but I think they also don't have anyone to play in place of Pepe and Ronaldo. Like both of them are going to start.
They're gonna start.
I know
True.
you could maybe play your
They're
formation
still good
differently.
enough.
But yeah, I legit think Pepe and Ronaldo are going to start game one.
Okay. I just
rejoice, Doctor Hargis, because
Oh.
actually we got some news today that Luke Shaw, your guy, Luke Shaw, who always injures his hamstring. He trained before their last friendly, so he could potentially be back for the Euro too. And also some attacking talent, Anthony Gordon, he's coming back from an ankle sprain too. So who knows? So hey, Dr. Greenwald's looking great, looking good for.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
for
think
England.
somehow it breaks. I don't know why. I just think it breaks their way. I think my brain tells me France, and
It's France. No. Stick with that logic. France.
Even though it's not heart like a fan, like just something in me just says England flukes it, and I'll see
Yeah.
every
Allah
person
the
here who's got a
Francois
grandfather who was
needed
born in
on
some
the.
small English village out partying in the streets here. Yeah.
Okay, Sam, what's one player you're looking at, like your dark horse, like who's gonna go for like 100 million after Euros because of the performance?
100 million after Euros.
Yeah.
I think Sesko on Slovenia. He's like a lot of news about him in the transfer market right now. Big striker. They don't have many other attacking options, so he should see a lot of minutes. If he can score a lot of goals in the group stage, it'll probably boost his transfer value, and he should see some growth for sure.
Okay, Harges, one player you're looking for, or it's gonna be key for the team.
Key for any team?
Any team, pick one player.
I think it's Bellingham for England. Jeez, I'm just talking about England here. I'm not talking about anybody else. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you're just like
I think-
focused on England.
yeah,
Daniel.
yeah. No. I actually think Arda Güler for Turkey. I know we touched on him just briefly, but I actually think they could win that group. And I think that he could have a nice tournament. Because they play Georgia, who's got the guy whose name I can't pronounce, who plays for Napoli.
Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah. I'm not gonna butcher it. I don't know anybody else on the team. So like, let's say he pots a couple versus them, maybe one more, has 3 through the group stages, and let's say they win, like go to the quarters, 5 goals, nice turn, maybe makes team of the tournament kind of thing.
Okay, Milty, you can't pick a French player.
Okay, then okay, I'll go with your pick then. Ansu Fati has to be big for Spain because like, of course, because I already mentioned Gavi, but outside of what's his name, Morata, who else do they have to score goals? Ansu Fati's got to be. He said, yeah, he's got to be one of their key goal scorers. He's got to, because he had a tragic season. He had a tragic season in the Prem, so he really has to get his confidence back up, and he really has to make an impact for Spain if he ever wants to get back. Because like everybody was talking about, oh, he's got next. He was a Wunderkind. He was got next, and then he had that tragic season, and now it was shocking how bad he was.
Okay.
Can I just add one small thing, because we're focusing on one guy? Isn't it
Yeah.
kind of crazy that the last Ballon d'Or winner, Benzema, is just like gone?
Is he even in the squad? Is he
I
even
don't
playing?
think so.
No,
No,
he's not.
He
He's not
doesn't
the
like
first
the coach.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
him and DDA.
was like such
Him
a
and
thing,
DDA
right?
Deschamps has a problem. Yeah,
Yeah, he was
There's a problem
ousted
with DDA.
from the team. Then they bring him back, and then he just like sells his soul a little bit.
Yeah.
And then
What?
I mean,
it's crazy though, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a bit crazy to think about it. Yeah.
the player I'm kind of like curious how he's gonna play is Leverkusen striker, Germany striker, Florian Wirtz.
Mhm.
I mean, he had a really good season, but if Germany is going to have a good showing at the Euros, he's going to be the guy. And if he plays well, somebody's coming for him. Like that's going to happen, because I don't know if Leverkusen can hold the temptation if somebody just throws like 80 million at Florian Wirtz. So I think that's the player. And of course, this player, England midfielder, you mentioned Jude, but Phil Foden had an amazing year. Like honestly, like he was coming off the bench
Oh.
last Champions League final for City, but this
now he's
season,
bagging goals left and right.
dude, he's just great. But again, it's the partnership of how he's going to play with Jude, like together up there in the midfield. So I think it's going to be interesting. I know, like England, like every position is stacked, like absolutely stacked. But picking the right players is going to
all
matter.
about
It's
the
like
blend,
playing
yeah.
fantasy football,
Right.
right?
It's
Like,
got they're gonna have to find it and find it quick, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be
Just keep Saka on the left and you're fine. Keep Saka on the left and you're fine.
I mean, he can't. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I don't know. Like, depends on what Southgate's going to do, and I have a feeling he's going to screw it up. I think Southgate is the reason England might not win.
I think Southgate wins the Euro for England and then goes to United.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
hot take! Hot take!
What the heck?
Hot! You heard it here first on Boot Room Banter. Yes, hot take.
I don't know.
Coming in
Oh,
hot,
yeah.
Sam.
They're okay for 2 years from now for the World
Yeah.
Cup too. Maybe he stays, tries to win. Yeah, yeah.
And
It'd be
honestly,
interesting.
like
We've got a lot of offers.
little bit like I would take Ten Hag over Southgate. That's just me. The only person right now available who can beat him is Zidane, but Zidane's not going to coach United.
Yeah,
But if
he's not.
Zidane's available, bring it on, dude. Bring it
Yeah,
on.
I think it's just like, yeah, we're not going to do a whole discourse
Yeah.
on Manchester
No,
United, but
later. But yeah,
no, I'm just saying, I don't think it matters. I actually don't think it matters. I think that club's culture is just not there. It's just not there.
Well,
okay.
They've
well,
got talent,
Okay,
and
it's,
they
guys.
don't maximize it. You know how you talk about teams being greater than the sum of their parts? They're less than the sum of their parts. They honestly
Probably. Yeah.
individually, some of those players are very good, and they look very good sometimes at other places, even like whether it's the national team or after they leave. But like while there, it just does not work. It's a mess.
Well, that's a great promo for our Euro 2024. Hargis, Mills, myself, and Sam. We're gonna keep updating you throughout the tournament. Multiple shorts. We'll do like a recap video after every stage of the tournament. It's gonna be great. I'm excited, dude. I think the time zone's gonna be a little tricky for Hargis, but me being in the East Coast time, it's perfect. Love it. I'm excited for the Euros. So thanks again, Milty, Sam, and Hargis. Again, let's keep the contents coming. I think it's going to be great. So let's enjoy Euro 2024. We'll see you guys soon.